Call Halalim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right, as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom to the few sisters that do listen to us as well, the Akwaf. All right, this is the brother Yarmai from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Basically, laying back and off something the elder apostle Tahar had mentioned in this video. He had made a video about the chariots, and he had mentioned how they had this curse going out over the earth. All right, and but he had said something in that video, that stuck out. He said, this white man's blessing has been our curse, and our curse, Talaki, and our blessing is going to be the so-called white man's curse. All right, because when we inherit the kingdom of heaven, all right, that will be established on earth, this is going to be the demise of the so-called white man who's in rulership right now. And it's nothing, all right, you can bring out to prove that the so-called white man doesn't rule the whole earth right now. And I say so-called because white is not a race, it's a classification. All right, like the elder Malcolm always brings out, in that, what's that, 1681 in Virginia? When the French, the British, the Polish, and so forth and so on declared themselves white, all right, that's a social status, all right, that's a superiority complex, just like black. There's no such thing as black. Black is something that comes with an inferiority complex. Going back into the whole topic, they curse our blessing, they curse. We're the real white people, we're the real pure people, we're the real holy people. You people who classify yourselves as white are red Hebrew Edomites. We are Hebrew Israelites. You people come from Esau, Jacob's brother. The blacks, the so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, and Native American Indians, the burden bearers of your society, are descendants from Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. All right, and this devil, the so-called white man, the prince of the power of the air, all right, the counterpart of Satan, for lack of better words, is ruling this earth right now, and it's our curse. Just like that the Most High put on us, because we were just like we are today, disobedient and contrary to his word, being wicked as all hell, stupid as all hell, selling drugs, killing each other, committing adultery, eating pork, celebrating Christmas. All right, niggas been doing this shit forever, and the Most High punished them. All right, and he put them under the hands of this Edomite, which is the so-called white man. All right. So we partook in the curses of mainly Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from verses 15 to 68 for you first-time listeners. All right, and all through the scriptures, the book of Isaiah, the 3rd chapter. All right, dealing with the women. All right, Isaiah, what he said, thy sons, I think it's 55 and 21, 51, something to that effect. But he said, thy sons shall be at the head of the street corners, like a bull in the net. These curses placed upon us by the Most High, but it was the white man's blessing to see us in this lower state, who is the devil, all right, according to the Holy Bible. This is the wicked, according to the Holy Bible. This is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because this is what the so-called white man did, all right? He always blotted us out, all right? And you can even, this is all through the scriptures. That's why when you see the image of the Lord, you got a pale-faced man, all right, an Edomite, all right, dating all the way back to Serapis Christus. A lot of brothers bring it out of that Last Supper bus that says Cesare Borgia, all right. You get things like that. That's why in the book of Maccabees, it tells you that they painted their images in the likeness of the heathen, man. All right, and not only that, the Lord's reputation, man. They made him out of some cracker that was coming to save everybody or some shit like that. Man, the Lord only died for the elect of Israel. All right, and he's coming to destroy the earth with the chariots, that curse. All right, and he's coming to destroy 2/3 of his people because they won't wake up to the fact of this truth. But the so-called white man has been given the power to control the narrative and orchestrate all this wickedness on earth. That's why homosexuality is running rampant, because the wicked runs the earth. That's why adultery is running rampant, because the wicked runs the earth. That's why niggas out here gangbanging and being fucking clowns, because the wicked runs the earth. All right? The earth is given, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? This is why the white man has a military base in damn near every country. All right. He has his imagery, his witchcraft, his harlotry. All right. Everywhere, man. And that's his style, man. All right. And this has been the main curse. This has been a foot on the neck to the nation of Israel. All right, and proving that the so-called white man is Esau. All right, the wicked that rules the earth. All right, I'm gonna get this. This is Obadiah 1:18. It says, matter of fact, Obadiah 1:7. Matter of fact, Obadiah 1:6, and I'm gonna jump down. It said, how have the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And the answer is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, but upon Zion shall be deliverance. Verse 17, but upon Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob, which is Israel, shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. All right, that's the northern and the southern kingdom being brought together, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of those people. And the house of Esau for a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh have spoken it. So that has never happened in a time of history. That's why those people who over there right now being wicked as all hell, covering the faces of the judge thereof as we speak, calling themselves Jewish and Israeli, because they not Yahweh, and they not the Israelites. They can't vouch this. They can't say Esau was rounded up and burnt. All right, because they are Esau. All right, even their own scribes and scholars like Arthur Koester brought that out. Ronald R. Sanders, all right, the man who wrote Lost Tribes in Promised Land. All right, these fake Jews, even though they're not the real Jews. They used to tell me back in the day when I was a kid, to tell a lie, you got to know the truth. All right, they write in their own dictionaries, all right, the ghetto is a place where the Jews dwell. Who in the hell in the ghettos? Who got the curses on this side? All right. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of the host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zaphath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Seraphat, shall possess the cities of the south, and Savior shall come upon Mount Zion and judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. So when the kingdom is Yahweh's, when the kingdom is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord, his son, the Israelites ruled by Malach Dawad, King David, all right, the mighty king in this Bible, all right, who the Lord said to be the king of Israel forever, all right. That hasn't happened. It's still wickedness running rampant. The Lord ain't judged the earth. All right, this so-called white man is in his heaven. All right, you got heavens where you can look up to the sky. All right, you see the heavens. All right, you got heavens. You got the spiritual world. Okay, then you got heaven, which is a rulership. His heaven is our hell. Our hell is this so-called white man's heaven, man. He put us in slavery. He burnt us. He beat us. He raped us. All right, he did everything to us, man, and he enjoyed doing it, man. And that's why our rulership, our heaven, is going to be his hell. All right? And it's going to be not a goddamn thing he can do about it, man. We're going to be a curse to him. Matter of fact, let me get that. Just like all them curses overtook us, this is Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7. It says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Who persecuted us? Who persecuted us? The so-called white man in these heathen nations, man. They conspired against us, man. All these stupid-ass Arabs, they ain't getting salvation, man. These Chinese, they ain't getting... What do they need salvation for, man? They in the land that was stolen from the Native American Indians, which are Israelites, and the Mexicans, which are Israelites, all right, built by the Negroes, which are Israelites, but on our blood, man. They in this land thriving, man. We just fucking the burden bearers, man. Cooking for them, cleaning for them, building for them, and getting nothing, man. This is the heathens' rulership, man. Starting with the so-called white man. All right, Psalms 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And that's what they do in these UN meetings, these summit meetings. All right, because the summit is just the top of a mountain. All right, and the mountain, when you go into the scriptures to books like Isaiah, all right, that the top of that mountain is a government rulerships. That's why they call their meetings summit meetings, man. All right, and this is what they talk about. Who's consulting against Jake? It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom," which is the so-called white man, all right? The tabernacles of Ishmael, which is these fucking Arabs and Moab, and the Hagarenes and Gebal and Ammon. All right, so you got the Arabs, the Chinese, all right, the Japanese, and Amalek, once again, the Jewish people, because they are the chief of the Edomites. They're from the tribe of Amalek. And the Philistines, which are the filthy-ass Africans, which we are not, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined to them, and they have helped the children of Lot, Selah. So this is what they do, man. They conspire against Jake to take us down as a people, man. They don't want us to be a nation of people because they know their blessing is our curse, and our curse is their blessing. So now, let's get into what the Lord promised us. This is coming to pass, man. All we got to do is keep pushing this word, man, and dethroning the so-called white man. I'm going to read Deuteronomy 30:7 again because it's beginning. That's why his woman is walking down the street with the black man. That's why his sons and daughters on fucking crack, meth, opioids. That's why they're having an opioid epidemic. That's why when we had a drug epidemic, it was a war on drugs, / a war on locking niggas up and throwing them into the penitentiary after we put the drugs and the guns in their community anyway. Now it's a crisis. Now it's an outreach. Call for opioid help. It wasn't no help when motherfuckers' mamas was putting heroin in their arm, smoking crack. No, they was locking niggas up and putting their children in DCFS, man. This man is the motherfucking devil, man. Straight up, man. And you niggas who love this man gonna die right with him. And this is our blessing, which is gonna be his hell. Revelations 2:26, 2:25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh to keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. He shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So we're going to take these nations, man, and we're going to beat the shit out of them, man. Then the Lord, Yahweh Shah, said that, who the world calls Jesus. Those are his words in red. And he said the things that are written aforetime are for our learning. All right? So that's for us to know and embrace and know what's going to happen. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will cut off Babylon. America is Babylon, the land of confusion. Like it says in Revelations, mystery Babylon the Great. Not the ancient world Babylon, which still exists, which is over there in the Middle East, which was never destroyed by thermonuclear weaponry. Like the Lord said, this one will be destroyed. The name and the remnant and the son and the nephew, saith Yahweh. So that curse is going to be our blessing, man. Because this man is going to be out of rulership. All right, and the earth is going to rejoice again, and these other heathens are going straight into motherfucking slavery, man. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people mourn. And that's why everybody's all bugged out their own fucking mind, man, because the wicked is in authority. But when the righteous in authority, man, hey, we going to rejoice, man. Straight up, man. This is Psalms 149 and 1. It says, praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints, which are Israelites. Let Israel rejoice, and him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name and dance, and let them sing praises to him with the trembling heart. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people and will beautify the meek with salvation. So this is part of our salvation. This is what's going to be happening in our salvations. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. We're going to have a two-edged sword to do what? We ain't going to brush our teeth with it. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and the punishments upon the people. Those heathens are the nations which are not Israelites, which are in their heaven and their rulership right now. To bind their kings with chains, all right, like they did us, and their nobles with fetters of iron on their hands, like they did us on their wrists, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye Yahweh, hallelujah, all right, to execute the judgments written, man. So it's written for our heaven, all right, to be their hell and their hell to be our heaven. Our blessed to be their curse and their curse to be our blessing. Our curse is being lifted up and the blessings are coming upon the elect, man. And we going to put their ass in the motherfucking chains and ain't going to be a damn thing they can do about it. But with that being said, endure, call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well, and to the hopeful elect, Shalom.